Well, this episode on Silver Spoon definitely gave me the freaking lows. Okay, I had a lot of fun with this one. I think this is where I caught up with the manga. At this point, like I said, well, actually, I say caught up. This is where I read from the manga. Like, I only read like a few chapters in, and I gotta say, I really had a laugh with this one. It first like showed actually, ironically, a British quote at the start saying, like dogs always look up to us, like cats always look down to us, and pigs always look to like treat us as equals. I thought that was a bit interesting. Winston Churchill freaking speech made it into this series. And they're saying, we got to take care of them. You got to do that. And Hachiken was like, oh, this pig looks really cute and all that. And they're saying, yo, by the way, these things can like bite through freaking human fingers. So don't touch them. And it's like, and he's just about to touch it. He's like, freaking big. You're like, poof, like that, pulled it out. And it was cool. You got to see little piglets and all that. And we got to see how more the life works. Like you hear, like, oh, piglets, no matter what they choose, even though since like some of the teats, you get less milk from the top and then all the way up to the bottom. They're saying, hey, like if they are whichever one they choose, they are always going to stick to that one. And then everyone was just picking up the piglets, saying, "Oh, they're so cute," and it's like that actually gets like just taking the piss out of them, like saying, the boy saying, "Oh, trying to act all hard." He picks up like a little pig and just keeps showing it off. And I like it. Like Hachiken's still having a hard time coming to terms that these guys are actually gonna be like little bits of bacon and freaking like burgers and pork chops, and they were so ironic because he's like, no, I want to make this one healthy as possible, and then freaking one of the teachers, I think it was like the third year, saying, when can we have these motherfuckers the bacon like that? He just screams it out, and it's like 3 months, and they again just there in the pen, dead crying, like and during like the episode since Golden Week, they're saying, oh, let's go somewhere, fun like with Mikage, and he's like, oh, I get to go on a date with Mikage, and he's thinking like, oh, we get to go to freaking Disneyland and like shit like that, but instead they go to a racetrack with like where apparently one of her family horses is there, and surprisingly they meet their teacher there, and they also meet the Greek lookalike. I think his name is Komaba, like Ichiro. I remember to write that one down this time because I never remember that fucker's name. But they went down there and showed like one of the horses, and they had like a sled riding match, and they saw like one of their teachers there as well, saying, and he's like a massive gambler. He's trying to like win off all the odds. He's going crazy, and literally like when they start going off, he's like, "Run, bitch, run!" As he's like screaming, he's like got some of these creepy ass eyes, like these like black eyes. It was so weird. I was laughing my ass off when he was like literally screaming, "Run, bitch, run!" like that was so funny. And we found a little bit more about Cobbler. Apparently, his father died or something, and his mother's like the only one that takes care of the business. I guess that's what happens when your father's greed, isn't it? Like, shit happens when your father's greed. Um, it was, I don't know, like seeing like this episode, it sort of showed, like Hachiken as well. Later on, he's trying to come more into term with like, this is what he chose to do, and he is sort of realizing, maybe I might want to be a vet or something, as he like asks these questions in this like vet's area, like when he like went with Mikage and all them. And they're saying, this is like show all the tools they do to animals and stuff. And he was just like there going a bit numb as you saw like all of these look like for a smith and all that. He's saying, oh yeah, we have tools there, dental tools here, there. We also use these the castration in there. And then he's just like there crying, like saying, I don't want to go anywhere near. It seems like a torture room. Like that was pretty funny. The episode ended, pretty funny with the whole pig stuff like at the end. And there was also as well like his teacher, because apparently he's has some conflict with like his family from the looks of it, and his teacher was concerned, and they actually rang up. We saw him in the flashback as well when Hachiken wasn't wearing glasses or anything. He's just saying and he told him about his family, I guess. And I'm interested to see like what Hachiken has got with his family, because I can relate to the guy a lot. If he's got some family issues then like that are relatable, then I can definitely go either more with this and say, this is my bitch, like this is my guy, let's go, and like he's my motherfucking guy, like he's my bitch and my guy. But it's like that's really it for this episode. I fucking enjoyed the hell out of this. Like, but let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this episode. But it was great, my personal opinion. That's all from me. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, Savagezweipanda. Sana, and I'll see you next time, people.